Okay, so right now what's going on is the neutralizer has processed for 5 minutes, and I'm taking these rods down. And as you can see, her curls look beautiful. Very nice curl pattern. After I get all these rods taken out, the next step is going to be another rinse. We're going to rinse it again with the rods out, and that's gonna be it. Then she's gonna be done. So it's important when you finish this last step of the process is we need to educate our clients and make sure that they know that in order for their perm to be long lasting, they need to not shampoo it for the next 48 hours. So that's a little bit of aftercare that you need to make sure that your client understands. But then that's it, that's the end. And the thing I love about perms is the beautiful before and after. So as you can see, she went from being straight to having this really lovely curl, and this is gonna last her for a really long time. So it's a transformation.
I agree. I love instant gratification. I love doing things that you can like totally see a difference right away. That's why I love doing color. So I actually do have a legit question, like
Okay.
even me, like not knowing. So I hear different things. I've heard some people say not to shampoo for 48 hours, but it's okay if it gets wet. Then I've also heard people say don't get your hair wet at all for 48 hours. So is it just the shampoo, or like legitimately are you supposed to try not to get your hair wet?
Well, I think it depends on the results and what they want. If it's a very tight curl pattern and you feel like it's a real solid perm and it did pretty much exactly what you want, then I wouldn't be afraid to tell my client that they can get it wet or even apply a little conditioner and go ahead and style it within those 48 hours. But if you take it down and you're like, all right, this curl is really not as tight as I would like it to be, maybe it's kind of more of like a lazy curl and their hair didn't take it very well, then no, I would tell them just to leave it alone for 48 hours because it's gonna need all the help that it can locking in and staying. So that's really at your discretion. A lot of people, when they get a perm, especially older ladies, will want you to go ahead and put it in a roller set right away. And that is stretching it and putting tension on it immediately, which can, maybe make the curl pattern less distinct, and it can weaken the curl pattern. So just keep in mind that anything you do within the first 48 hours can affect the longevity of it and can make it weaken. So depending on what your results are and depending on what the client wants, just take that into consideration when you're making your professional recommendations.
All right. Thanks, Miss Science, for teaching us how to do a perm.
All right, happy perming.